Democrats. Today is Monday, September 20th, and it's time for the Chair's Daily Live. Happy Monday. Alrighty, so I try to come to you and talk about bills elected and elections in general. And as you know, I've kind of strayed away from that a lot lately, and I'm going to do that again today. I have been making tons of calls and contacting Democrats all over the place, and I had an opportunity to meet with some active Democrats this weekend and just have a conversation about what is it that people are thinking and what is it that they think we should be talking about. And so I like to take the opportunity when I get those calls and when I get that feedback to act on it and act on it in a very public way. Hi, Wayne. Hi, Blake. And so I think it's time that I remind Oklahoma what Democrats stand for. The Oklahoma Democratic Party has a very basic message. We believe that if I help my neighbor, it's all about shared responsibility. If I help my neighbor, I help myself. And it shouldn't really be that hard. If I help my neighbor, I help myself. And so the things that we're focused on in this next election cycle are really pretty simple. We want to make sure that everybody, regardless of your zip code, whether you're rural, urban, suburban, everybody wants their kid to have access to quality education, right? It's simple as that. And quality education isn't just about that they're getting timely information, but it's that the school is fully funded and it's fully staffed and that it's safe. Those are the things that Democrats fight for. Regarding healthcare, we care about healthcare, right? Regarding healthcare, we want to make sure that everyone has affordable access to healthcare, that everybody can get to a doctor in a timely manner, and that it doesn't bankrupt them when they get there. And COVID has exposed, it was always a thing, right? It was always underlying there, but COVID has exposed that some people are an hour away from the nearest hospital. COVID has taken its toll. I've heard of hospital bills from $30,000 to $84,000 just for a COVID treatment for people who've survived. I think we can do better as a state. I think we can do better, and Democrats are fighting for that. And also economic opportunity. People should be able to have one job if they want it, and they should be able to survive on that one job. They shouldn't have to have 2 and 3 jobs. And the COVID economy taught us that as well. Some of the very specific things that our legislators are fighting for with regards to economic opportunity is that we have a couple of legislators who are looking at what would it take and what would be the impact on the state if we actually raise minimum wage, which we should have done probably a decade ago. But we're still talking about raising minimum wage. On a national level, our president is talking about providing jobs that people can make a living on, whether they went to college or not, that have good benefits, that are union jobs. And that's what we need, because our state doesn't necessarily care about dignity for workers and making sure that workers have rights. And so those are the things that we care about: quality education, affordable health care, and economic opportunity. I'm going to throw in a couple of other. We care that, everybody should have access to the ballot box. It should really be that simple. And I really shouldn't have to say that in 2021. But access to the ballot box is being attacked all over the place, and specifically here in Oklahoma. And we are just above Texas, and we get to ride under the radar because nobody cares what we're doing here, which means that we have more restrictive voting rights than they have in Texas. Everybody's talking about Texas, but we actually have more restrictive voting rights. Texas is, this bounty on women who are trying to make a self-determination on their reproductive rights. Now they have a bounty. Oklahoma legislators are actually looking at that legislation and trying to figure out how they can mimic it here. Now is the time to organize. Now is the time to organize. You cannot wait until next April after people have filed to start caring about the election. Midterm elections are next year, and we really have to be focused on that right now. So if you're thinking about being a candidate, reach out. Let's talk. If you don't want to be a candidate, but you want to make sure good candidates get elected, find a candidate to help. A lot of candidates are already campaigning. Find a candidate to help. If you are in a position where you can help donate to candidates, fund candidates, do that. Don't wait until April They need the money now so that they will be still in the running in April. So they'll still have hope in April. Don't wait until April to donate to candidates. It's really important that we get into campaign mode right now. We need to be in campaign mode right now. And I cannot believe that somebody actually mentioned the senator from 33 on my feed. I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to give him that energy. And we'll just say that. So that's what Democrats stand for. If I have an opportunity to make a decent living, it makes my neighbor's life a whole lot easier. If I can afford health care, I'm less on a drain on society. If our kids can get educated, they are there to take care of us in the future. Just simple, basic things. That's what Democrats stand for. And those are the kinds of candidates that we're looking for. Those are the kind of candidates that we support and we encourage you to support. We also have organizations that are organizing around those specific things so that we're holding candidates who self-declare to account, so that we're saying, are you a candidate who's going to defund education? Are you a candidate that wants to make it harder to afford health care? Are you a candidate that wants to be able just to fire employees without any cause? We want candidates to believe in our values. So if you're thinking about being a candidate, please reach out. If you know somebody who you think should be a candidate and would benefit from a conversation from one of the party leaders, please reach out. If you are just a dedicated Democrat who wants to make sure Democrats get elected, find a Democrat to support. And if you don't know who that is, reach out, contact the party. And then also, of course, we want money out of politics, but candidates need money to buy the walk cards that you always ask for so that you can find out about them. Candidates need money to pay for a website so that you can go and do your research and make sure that you're picking the right candidate. So donate to candidates. Don't think that knocking doors is the only thing that we can do, because you know what? When I knock a door, I need to have some literature to hand to the person who opens the door. I need to have donation envelopes so that I'm reporting ethically and I'm staying transparent. Candidates need your help that way. The party needs your help that way as well, because we support candidates. We recruit candidates. And once candidates are running, we run a shadow campaign in a lot of instances helping candidates. So if you're in a position to donate to a candidate, I beg you to donate to a candidate. If you're in a position to donate to the party, I strongly encourage you to donate to the party so we can be here recruiting and helping candidates. All righty. The next time for an election is the next election is coming up is October 12th. Several counties all over the state. If you're in one of those counties, it's not now is the time to request your absentee ballot and to do your research so that when it's time for you to vote, you are informed and you know what you're voting for. Thanks for joining me, and I will be back here tomorrow at 4:15. Have a great one.